Alright guys, we got something we haven't done here in a little while. A 1v1, a nice little Battlecast. We have the Empire here against the Warriors of Chaos, and this is a bit of a thematic build here. We've got a strong center line of great swords. They're going to be holding the line here for us with their AP characteristic. They're going to be really strong with their anti-infantry against some of the chaos, what chaos really brings to bear, which is a very strong armored presence. Typically when you're fighting off against chaos and they see you choosing Empire, it's very easy for them to take Forsaken, which is going to be a very strong unit to be up against. Lucky for me, I don't have to deal with that this time around. We have a nice strong line of halberdiers as well on both flanks, 3 in total. So 3 greatswords, 3 halberdiers, 2 units of handgunners in the back. Mortars, 2 units of mortars. Again, this is supposed to be a very strongly thematic Empire build in that it is meant to be kind of what you would normally see as just a standard army of the Empire from just the Empire army book. So that's why leading it is no one really overly special. We just have an Empire captain, a warrior priest, a light wizard, and a general of the Empire. And if you know a lot about the lore, the light wizards aren't very commonly placed into the armies of the Empire. More often than not, they are pretty much en route to a location and they kind of get shanghaied into a kind of a mission with them. But for the most part, you have an elector count, that is running an army on his own with the help of a captain and or a warrior priest. So I decided to kind of use the light wizard because I have never really used light wizard. So Netziv Alman Banaka is not very common for me. But also we have a unit of Reichsguard and one last unit of halberdiers in the back. Now my opponent here has quite a large contingency of Chaos Warriors. We've got Marauders here, we've got some Dragon Ogres, but we also have some Chosen, 2 units in them right there and right here. Sorry about that. And I believe one of these is Chosen as well, but we have 2 units of Chaos Warriors, Archaon on foot as well, and then another unit of Chaos Warriors, another unit of Chaos Marauders with great weapons, and then I believe this is Gorebeast. Yeah, Gorebeast chariots as well. So let's kind of see how this plays out. This should be a pretty fun one as far as like the very archetypical order versus chaos matchup here, and 2 very seemingly matched armies too. I like the compositions that we're dealing with. Let's get this going to normal motion, but you know we're gonna get that juicy charge in. Oh yeah. Get it, Reichsguard. Oh yeah. I'm so excited just to see like the Dragon Princes and the Silverhelm charges and some of the cold ones from the Dark Elves and from the Lizardmen that we're going to see in Total War Warhammer 2. It's just going to be so damn cool. Look at those rearing beasts of war. The Dragon or Shaggoths coming in. Mortar shells exploding behind them all hot and heavy. Look at that. Can't trust a creature with like appendage hand creature things with their fucking feet. Look at those disgusting things. But it is kind of important to lock down chariots quite quickly. The Gorebeast chariot is an AP chariot, so it's not as really as terrifying as the chariots of chaos. But it is still important because they can run haggard through the back line and just kind of destroy everything that they go up against. We've got the handgunners kind of repositioning here to get a better angle on the Dragon Ogres. Being that I am at somewhat of a, not much of a decline, there is a bit of one, so I'm shooting uphill on maybe like a 2 or 3 degree incline. But this at least will allow my handgunners to pour it on the Gorebeasts and the Dragon Ogres that we're going to be dealing with here. Looks like our front line is going to start clashing. Ooh. That's right. Oh, that's right. Get that slow-mo charge in there. Oh, yes. Do it. Love the way halberdiers look. I hope that with like the Tilia and additions of hopefully of some of the standard kind of phalanx units that we see in Total War or in Warhammer, hopefully they'll be added to Total War Warhammer 2 or some sort of a DLC pack where we can see kind of like a phalanx type charge into Warhammer. Finally, we have something kind of similar with this, but hopefully we'll get something awesome there. But we did get the fiery screamy skull. I can't remember the damn actual use of the the actual name of the ability, but it popped right here on my handgunners. Not a good sign, but we did get a net of Almantok back here to hold down and focus fire onto the Dragon Ogres. And just my luck, it just missed. Fireball squirting through, but it just missed everything. Like, just went perfectly around. Like, couldn't have been a better outcome for me there. 2 units of Chaos Warriors into this unit of Great Swords. Another thing, I've never really used a Warrior Priest, so this is another big use for me. Ooh, got those Dragon Ogres coming in for that backline pretty hard here. Flaming Swords of Ruin popped on the Chaos Warriors in the back. Ooh. Those Halberdiers gonna try and help out. And we got the Empire Captain trying to help out as well. And we got the Warrior Priest jumping into the thick of things here. And the dreaded nets. One thing that is important to remember with the Nets of Almantok, that if they do trigger on your units, they will not carry their action over that they were doing before the nets happened. They will just stay in place. So that is something that I kind of got to be able to use to advantage in this fight. Got Archaon charging in. Not going to be great for that unit over there. But with that net, we were able to relocate my handgunners to get a better position on both the Gore-Beast Chariots, the Chaos Marauders, and the Dragon Ogres. Mainly the Dragon Ogres because they're large beasts. Oh, that Chariot just marching through things, mulching. So the Dragon Ogre is still carrying a pretty significant amount of damage, but with the full strength of these Halberdiers here, they should be able to deal with it. The Marauders are already starting to flee. Let's see how things are going across the line. Things are going pretty evenly in this exchange, actually. Marauders to great weapons, which is pretty surprising in my mind. But then again, I guess Halberdiers being nothing really special when it comes to Marauders with great weapons. But we have Archaon kind of snuck out here a little too far, so we have the opportunity to surround and try and put some damage into their general. The Warrior Priest not doing too well. I didn't really know how to use them that well in this fight. If you guys know really good ways to use Warrior Priests, do let me know. I'd love to hear that in the comments, and so I can get better at using them. But another great net here prevents this whole line that just this unit that lost out here, these Great Swords, prevents this chosen halberd unit from getting in. Because like I was saying, if you don't micromanage what was just netted, it just becomes static like this. Got a unit of handgunners fleeing. Both mortars are now kind of having some difficulty here, obviously, but the halberdiers are finishing off what's left of the Dragon Ogres. At the same time, we're putting the hurt here onto Archaon with the captain, the general, and the warrior priest as well. Yes, drop your bolts from hell. Soul fire! Doing any kind of damage we can to try and level out Archaon here. He's quite the beast on his own right. So, I mean, in the right circumstances, he could probably take all three of these lords. Looks like the Chosen with Halberds are now engaged with the Halberdiers. And a nice net here right as our warrior priest falls and Archaon starts to flee, allowing the general and the captain to get up on that ass. Using nets was really huge. Look at that. Archaon sullied wolf pelt. But using the nets of Almantok has been really huge in this fight because I'm not used to using them at all. It really allowed me to got the Reichsguard coming in from the side here, bulldozing over those Chaos Warriors. A much needed charge. Close range mortar fire kicking off here. Got the last remnants of those handgunners that did flee. They did rally, and they are starting to unload on these Chaos Warriors as really what's left of my AP units that I've got. I don't have much AP left. But the Light Wizard's ability, Net of Almantok, really allowed me to control a lot of engagements that I was about to lose or were about to really turn the tide for me. I had units coming into my backline. I was able to net them and deal with them accordingly. So that's the strongest thing with Net of Almantok, is it allows you to control what would have been a pretty catastrophic failure for you. like right here, these chosen halberds could have mucked up what was left of my back line, but this happening both helped them with the marauders charging into the back and the halberds, and allowed those handgunners to get online to help finish off these halberds, and gave these Reichsguard a chance to get over to slam into these Chaos Marauders, which would have done a very crippling charge to this mortar team. As what's left of my general fights off these chosen halberds as well. So those nets really worked really well for me, because I mean, you guys have seen how I deal with back lines. I do have a lot of mistakes when it comes to back lines. So Net of Ammantak is a great way to kind of deal with those mistakes and give you a chance to come out on top. Quite the Pyrrhic victory though here. Haven't been having a lot of luck with Empire, and I'm really glad that this one turned out well because it was a really solid matchup. I really liked the kind of thematic theme we went with here. With 82 kills on the Halberdiers, they really kind of 38, 29, 18 on those guys, but still they really kind of held their own. This was the unit of handgunners that got charged initially in the back line and clearly didn't do well, but only still with one unit being online, got 41 kills out of them. So they really managed to hold their own. And the mortars, I didn't expect them to do a whole ton, but I think they did enough of a job. And you can see on his end though, look at those chosen halberds, 110, 82. I mean, they're very expensive units, but they really, really, really kind of carried the day for Mobius here, because he was able to do quite a bit of damage with both of them. But even still, 93 and 97 on his Chaos Warriors. They did quite a bit of damage in their own right as well, with the Dragon Ogres always being a very heavy hitter in the back line if you don't get any kind of netting on them or any kind of handgunners on them ASAP. But this was a really fun fight for me, just because I did get to use so many different elements, got to use the Warrior Priest, got to use the Net of Ammantak, and I mean, the Mortar, I mean, that counts for something, right? But if you guys do know better ways to use the Warrior Priest, or you've had a lot more success with the Net of Ammantak, do let me know. I'd love to kind of learn more about those things. I haven't been putting up a lot of quick battles lately, but it is important to know that I am still trying to learn the competitive realm a little bit better. I've been really focusing on the lore videos because you guys seem to really be enjoying those lately. But do let me know if there's anything in particular you guys would like to see from a lore perspective or anything of the sort. Always looking to cater to you guys as much as I can. But thanks for watching and take care.